It started like any other Tuesday. Batman got back to the cave around 2 a.m., smelling like wet pavement and gunpowder. He found Alfred waiting. Alfred didn't give him a debrief. He gave him a lecture on nutrition and a plate of pan-grilled chicken. Then, with that dry, effortless tone he uses to deliver life-altering news, he told Bruce he'd been signed up for a charity auction. Bruce wasn't just donating money this time, he was the prize. Some lucky bidder was going to win a dinner date with Gotham's most eligible billionaire. Bruce groaned. He'd rather take another round with Bane than go on a staged date, but it was for the animal shelters, so he sucked it up. The news hit the airwaves the next morning, and that's when Harley Quinn saw it. She was lying on her bed staring at the TV, and something just clicked. She didn't want the money, she wanted the man. The only problem was the price tag. Bidding was expected to hit $1 million. So Harley did the only logical thing. She robbed a corrupt banker. She didn't just take his money. She found the millions he'd siphoned from retirement funds and told him he had 48 hours to pay back the rest, or she'd come back for his teeth. She wasn't just being a criminal, she was being a very violent Robin Hood with a crush. The night of the auction at Lincoln Center was a circus. Diamonds, champagne, and ego. When Bruce walked out, the numbers started flying. At $1 million, Harley finally had enough of the polite back and forth. She shouted out her bid, knocked out the socialite competing with her, and just like that, she had herself a date. But Gotham being Gotham, the night didn't stay pretty. Two bottom-tier villains, the Carp and Sea Robin, crashed the party. They had this weirdly noble, if psychotic, plan to kidnap the billionaires for ransom to clean up the oceans. They grabbed Bruce, knocked her out, and vanished. Harley lost it. Nobody kidnaps her date. She tracked them to an abandoned aquarium, fueled by pure spite and tear gas. She didn't call the police, she just showed up with a giant hammer and reminded them why you don't mess with a woman on a schedule. She found Bruce, helped him wash the sting from his eyes, and for a second, they were just two people standing in the middle of a wreck. He told her to call him Bruce. She just shrugged, told him it was nice to meet him properly, and vanished before the sirens got too loud. A few days later, they met for their date. They didn't go to a gala. They just had dinner, grabbed some drinks, and went for a walk. For the first time in years, Harley wasn't trying to blow something up, and Bruce wasn't looking for a motive. They were just talking, laughing. When the night ended, Harley asked for a kiss. Bruce, usually the coolest guy in the room, actually looked a bit flustered. He said he'd be flattered. She didn't wait for him to finish the sentence. She kissed him, hummed a tune, and walked off into the dark. An hour later, Batman found her on the top of a roof. He didn't come with handcuffs. He told her he was there to say thanks for helping a friend of his. Harley just smirked. She leaned in and kissed the Dark Knight, who just stood there, completely speechless. As she skipped away, she tossed one last line over her shoulder. You might want to take some kissing lessons from your millionaire buddy Bats. He's got you beat. For the first time in his career, Batman didn't have a comeback. He just left, wondering how his life had gotten this weird.